Welcome back, guys. I would like to thank you guys for the huge support you are providing to this series. Today's like goal is 1,000 likes, and I know you guys will reach it instantly. So hit that like button and subscribe for more videos in the future. If you haven't watched the previous part, the link is in the description. In the previous chapter, our boy Lu Fan entered Nightmare Realm, while all the principals were freaking out. He instantly killed the Black Mane Wolves with the single attack and climbed to the second position on the leaderboard. Now let's proceed with the story. At the same time that the director of number 1 middle school and the others were watching Lu Fan from the surveillance room, someone in a detective suit walked in. This person had one hand in their pocket and a briefcase in the other. They were wearing a cap and glasses. It was hard for the directors of number 1 middle school and Director Bai to believe that Lu Fan had only used one blow to defeat the Black Mane Wolves. Suddenly, the man opened the room door, which caught everyone's attention. In response to hearing his voice, Shanhai turned his head back and became alert when he saw him. Upon entering the room, the man said his name was Kang Xing. He was a special representative from Longdu. He came here to investigate someone and then take them back to Longdu. He took off his cap and looked at Shanhai. He then asked where the Dragon Master, Lu Fan, was. A window with statistics showed up. Kang Xing was level 57 and in the combat specialization. At the same time, Lu Fan started using the big black machete to cut through the vines in the Nightmare Trial. He opened the system map with the other hand while holding the machete in the other. He felt good when he realized he had found what he was looking for. He saw a system window informing him that he had reached the right spot on the treasure map. After that, another window on the screen told him that a high-level treasure map had been made. Lu Fan couldn't help but feel excited as he looked at the system map. The high-level treasure map he had made before going into the trial realm was on the first floor of the Celestial Tower. As Lu Fan started to cut through the thorny plants blocking his way, he came across a book. He reached out and took it. An alert window showed up on his screen telling him that he had successfully acquired a skill book named Accelerated Growth. This book shined. It had several gems set into the cover. The statistics window said that this book was called Accelerate Growth and was very good. The skill book taught the user a passive skill that sped up growth after it was used. This skill made pets gain 100% more experience. Lu Fan opened the book right away, which made it give off a strong energy that started to surround his body. He gained the ability to grow faster as a result. He thought this skill would work well for small animals that come out at night while he was reading the book. As strong energy surrounded him, he clenched his fist tightly. When he left the morning village, he felt like Xiao Ye was leveling up too slowly. Now that she had this passive skill, she would level up a lot faster. At the same time, in the room where Director Bai, Shanhai, and Qiang Shang were present and watching Lu Fan through a screen, Kang Xing told Director Bai that because Lu Fan was a student at their school, Bai should immediately interrupt his trial and ask him to return here. Director Bai gave him a serious look and told him that it would be best to wait until the students were done with their exams, even if there was something important to do. He was willing to take responsibility for Lu Fan's actions because he was in charge of the Third Institute. Kang Xing replied that Director Bai could take responsibility instead of Lu Fan, but he couldn't get punished for him. Because Director Bai didn't understand what he meant, he asked what punishment he was talking about. Shanhai then walked up to Qiang Shang, grabbed his arm, and asked him to step back a bit considering their old friendship. He asked him to pay attention. There was a man from number 1 middle school who reached out and asked what the Dragon Master had done. Kang Xing turned his body backwards and with a little force made Shanhai release his arm, leaving him somewhat confused. With an angry look, he asked Shanhai not to distract him while he was performing his task and also requested that he not try to approach him. After saying this, he gave Shanhai a mad look and told Shanhai that if he got involved in this, the Jin family and the top Dragon Clan members would not be happy, even though he didn't know why Shanhai was defending the Dragon Tamer. Shanhai did nothing but look at Kang Xing with a serious face and keep quiet. After saying this, he turned around, pushed Shanhai with his hand, and asked him if he got it. After that, he told Director Bai to bring Lu Fan. He was busy when Shanhai called him an old friend. He turned his head back when he heard that. Shanhai took out a cigarette, lit it, and put it in his mouth. He then brought the lighter close to his mouth to light the cigarette. His conversation with Kang Xing showed that the close ties between important Longdu officials and the Jin family affected both the Dragon Kingdom and the Taiki Kingdom, making things more complicated. He told everyone that the high-level officials and the Jin family would no longer be important once Lu Fan's secret came out. He lit the cigarette and looked at Kang Xing seriously. He told him that no one could take Lu Fan away today. Kang Xing got very angry when he heard this. When he looked at Shanhai, told him to stop talking trash because he didn't think Lu Fan was hiding something. He said Shanhai is going too far as he is defying orders from an envoy. As Kang Xing was about to turn around, Shanhai grabbed his arm and said even if he thinks he is going too far, he will accept it. The tension rose between them, and the system window informed that Qin Shanhai was a level 57 knight and Kang Xing was level 57 swordsman. "I will report your actions to higher-ups of Longdu," Kang Xing replied with an angry tone. Principal Bai then calmed them down, saying that they must not disrupt the major exam. Qin Shanhai then asked Kang Xing that isn't he curious about the secret of Lu Fan, which can make the higher-ups of Longdu and Jin family shocked. Kang Xing then realized that Lu Fan was currently in the nightmare level. This revelation shocked him. The scene changes to Lu Fan, who was standing in front of a gate while thinking that he wanted to see how far he can go by just relying on himself. And now that he has this passive skill, it's better to summon Xiao Yi early to gain more experience. The status window then showed all his stats, which included the new growth acceleration skill. This skill increased the experience gained by the pet 100%. Kang Xing then questioned that how Lu Fan dared to challenge the nightmare difficulty, and what is special about him. The principal of first school then replied saying, "Didn't you see him taking out multiple opponents in a single move earlier?" In the next instant, Lu Fan shouted, "Come out Xiao Yi," and summoned the dragon. And it appeared with the loud roar. Both the principal and Kang Xing were surprised at this sudden appearance of the dragon. Kang Xing was out of the words. The only thing he muttered was, This is a dragon." The dragon then raised its claw and attacked the door. Watching the dragon's attack, Qin Shanhai was sweating. He thought that although he has seen it once, seeing it again is still shocking. In the next instant, the dragon destroyed the door completely, and the entire area was filled with rubble. Qin Shanhai turned around and asked everyone that they have now seen Lu Fan's secret, and all the people in the room were sweating with appearance of the dragon. Qin Shanhai then pointed toward the screen and announced that Lu Fan is the only dragon tamer in the history who has a real dragon. Principal Jin was also sweating. The only word he could speak was Lufin. Really came the giant dragon? They continued watching the screen where it was showing the nightmare trial second floor, and the dragon was using its flame breath to burn everything in the sight. There were huge flames everywhere, and Lu Fan was also cutting the giant plant monsters without any effort. In an instant, the notification announced that the second floor is now cleared. Looking at the massacre Lu Fan did at the second floor, the principal of the first middle school thought that this is the power of the real dragon race. A class without the third transformation will not be able to compete with him. The other guy behind him agreed with him, saying it's too terrifying. After leveling up, it will be enough to destroy the entire country on its own. They were both in the shock, witnessing the dragon's tremendous power. With the completion of second floor, Lu Fan took the first place on the leaderboard with 50,000 points. The second place was Hong Wu with 27,550, and the third place were Little Qin and Tao Xiaoman with 12,570 points each. Lu Fan kept climbing the tower and conquering all the floor easily with the help of Dragon. Now the scene showed him at the 13th floor of the Nightmare Trial, where Dragon was relentlessly killing all the monsters, and Lu Fan was also launching big slashing attacks with his big black machete. He was killing all the beasts without mercy, and the notification informed that the 13th floor was now cleared, witnessing this situation. The principal Jin then wondered not only the dragon, but Lu Fan has also gained strength miraculously. He guessed what that his various attributes must all exceed 100 at this point, and even without summoning the giant dragon, he can still easily rank first in the Zhanghai city. Qin Shanhai asked Kang Xing that after witnessing how powerful a real dragon is, does he still really wants to bring Lu Fan in front of the higher-ups? Kang Xing replied saying that today he really witnessed the power of a dragon, and he understood now that why can Shanghai dare to offend the Jin family. After hearing this, King Shanghai said that he will send a video of a segment of Lufan's major exam to the teacher, and from now on, there is no need for a special envoy to bother Lo Fan and the Jin family. He recommended Kang Xing to go back. Kang Xing asked, by teacher you mean? Town North Marquis Tujing, Qin Shanhai replied. By this time, Lu Fan has already reached the 20th floor of Nightmare Trial. He was standing in the dark corridor, and there was a purple light at the end of the corridor. The purple light came toward him, and it was a magic spell casted by a dark sacrifice, which was level 15. The status window informed that it has various abilities, including Black Curse, which decreased all target attributes by 50% and increased all friendly target attributes by 25%. The other ability it had was Merge into Darkness, which pulls it and all the allies into the shadows and became immune to all the attacks for 15 seconds. The last ability it had was Dark Control, which helped it to command the Dark Knights behind it. This ability gave full control of Dark Knights to Dark Sacrifice. Looking at all the enemies, Lu Fan thought that with all the accelerated growth effect, Xiao Yi should be close to leveling up. He ordered Xiao Ye to use Lava Blaze and our Waifu dragon. Xiao Yi started charging the Lava Blaze attack in the next moment. The dragon released a massive fire burst, and the status window informed that the attack continuously spew flames forward, dealing damage while healing the dragon. The entire floor then got covered with the flames, and all the knights and menacing enemies were burned to crisp. The notification then informed that the 20th floor was now cleared. Several other notifications popped, which informed that the Black Dragon level has now increased to 11, and Lu Fan's level now increased to 16 with the completion of 13th floor. Lu Fan's scores reached 90,000, while the other players were way behind him. Lu Fan then smiled and told Waifu Xiao Yi to let together conquer the Heavenly Tower. And with this, the chapter ends here. Stay tuned to know how our Giga Chad MC wins the champion position or get new waifus for himself. Hit the like button as today's like goal is 1,000 likes. Comment part 8 below for the next part and subscribe with bell notification on to get notified on the latest videos. You can also join the channel to watch videos before the public release. I will see you guys in the next video.